Not So Balls podcast, Team of the Year edition. We thought we'd get back together and go through our Team of the Year. We'll do one collectively. We've obviously all got our own sort of players in mind, but we'll all try and come together and make a collective one. Should we just do like a little vote like we done last time?
Yeah, might as well.
Yeah,
that system worked quite well, didn't it?
So let's say, for example, if one of us says, I don't know, Kelleher, and then the other one is like, oh, maybe, then we'll have a little vote. Because there's 4 of us. If there's more than, if they get like a vote of 2 or more, then obviously it's
the
that
majority.
player, yeah. What do we do if it's a bit of a 2-all situation? What should we...
Let's leave it to the viewers to decide.
Yeah.
Yeah.
2-all, then we
that's a
just
good
have a
shout.
little scrap to the death.
That's a good shout. Well, we'll go through it dead quick then. So our formation is what? 4-3-3?
Yeah, I think it has to be.
Yeah, I've got a 4-3-3, yeah.
4-3-3. We're all agreed on that. There we go. 1-0 already then. Kyle, what goalkeeper have you gone for then? Come on.
I've gone for Lamens. And
Ooh.
I've gone for him purely because I know that the main contenders are going to get put forward by someone else. So I've tried to just give a few different people their flowers, which you'll see across the whole team. I think the difference you can see in United, don't get me wrong, they've got some quality going forward now as well, but the stability he's given the defence, I mean, you look at last year, they were scared to make a mistake. They have been for the last 2-3 years because they've not had a goalkeeper who's been good enough to really even just make a save. I think at one point in Onana faced 12 shots on target and he conceded 12 goals. And like he just couldn't make a save. He's come in, he's got the defence looking like they're an actual defensive unit. He's making some good saves. He's had a couple of shaky moments, but that's bound to happen when you sign for a club like United, especially at his age. I think he's only, 22, 23, something like that.
Yeah, he's only young.
So yeah, I thought I'll go for him. I think the impact he's had on United in a short time is quite remarkable for such a young kid.
No, I it's a good start. It's a good
I
start.
agree.
Steve, what are you thinking for goalkeeper?
I'm going biased. I'm putting Pickford in there. The saves that he's making all season, unbelievable. I think he's won 3 or 4 Save the Month awards, been nominated like 5 or 6. Every game he'll make like a unbelievable save. And then going off like stats wise, he's facing the most shots, saving the most. So yeah, that's my pick.
Okay, fair enough. Jay, I'll go next. I'll
Right.
Now, to be honest, if you were to ask me this probably at Christmas, I would have probably been like, not a chance, but I'm gonna go Donnarumma, to be honest. He did have a bit of a shaky start to his life at City, but I just feel like the last few months, especially when they've came into pure like title chasing City, I feel like he's came, we're starting to see the Donnarumma of basically why he signed for Man City. Although his howler against Arsenal was pretty poor, I must admit.
Yeah.
But from what I've been reading, though, he's prevented the most goals. I think it's like 4.7, and in fairness, like Jordan Pickford's just below him. But as I say, just feel like maybe a little bit of 2026 bias in that one, but I think he's some replacement for Ederson, so he's my pick.
I think the thing with Donnarumma is if you look at how far he's come in such a short space of time, and I know that obviously he's a Champions League winning goalkeeper and he is as good as he is, but his first couple of months for City weren't the best, and there was questions being asked about him.
Yeah, they were dodgy,
quite quickly.
Yeah, I agree. That's why he's in my team anyway. It's good that we've got 3 different keepers so far. But Jay, what do you reckon?
Well, I'm sorry to end it, but it is Donnarumma for me. It was between him and Raya, and Donnarumma's just pipped it. I think his improvements this season, though, like Kyle said, at the start when he came, he looked a bit shaky, dodgy. But his dominance now is quite impactful for City.
Yeah.
I don't think you can argue with Donnarumma. I don't think you can argue with any of the keepers, though. You get what I mean?
You can't.
I agree with Kyle too. The calmness that obviously Lamens has caused for United, and then Steve saying Pickford. Obviously, you watch Everton a lot more than, you know what I mean? me. So you're seeing that more. But I just think,
Pickford was probably second on my list. Like,
yeah, I mean, I can see that. He's a good keeper. He is. England's number one, obviously. But I do think Donnarumma, I do think he deserves to be the keeper of the season this season. But David Raya needs a shout out. That save yesterday, by the way, was unbelievable. So
yeah.
I'm not like saying he's crap. Do you get what I mean? But Donnarumma just pipped it for me.
No, okay, fair enough then. Are we all happy with Donnarumma to be the keeper?
Yeah, I can see that.
yeah.
Like, I mean, I'm not happy, but yeah, go on.
Okay.
I'm not going to fight Lamens' corner. I just wanted them to be
Mentioned.
given a little shout out.
Right. Let's give me a left back. Steve.
I don't think there's anyone else but O'Reilly for City. I think if you say anyone else, yeah, you know what?
I do think there's someone else, but I'll have to stick with O'Reilly. But I do think there's someone else.
You can't have Andy
You say
Robertson.
Charlie Cahill, lad.
No, it's
Then-
not. I've got one Liverpool player in my squad, and I don't even want him in it. So it's not biased for Liverpool.
I think I know who he's going to say.
My
Go on, who
one
is it?
for left back is Calafiori. I think he's been immense for Arsenal this season. But
been
Jacob
good.
O'Reilly has been better. Do you know what I mean? So I can't argue. I just want to give, like Kyle before, I just want to give Calafiori a shout.
Kyle, who have you gone for at left back?
Yeah, Nico O'Reilly.
Yeah.
I do
enough.
think Calafiori, that there's a definite argument there for him. I don't think it's as cut and dry as it sounds, but I think it just depends what you like. And I think the attacking side, along with the defensive side, along with the age as well of Nico O'Reilly, I think's it's just been dead impressive. And no, he's been a class watch all season.
I think more than anything for O'Reilly, I think what absolutely just blasted him into everyone's sort of thought process was Wembley. The Carabao
Yeah.
Cup final. I think, did he score a brace? He got a brace, didn't he? He scored 2.
Yeah, he scored 2.
Yeah.
To do that at Wembley, like against Arsenal, it's that definitely sort of. Obviously, we were onto him, but I feel like even from my perspective as well, I was a bit like, wow, okay, this Nico O'Reilly's decent then.
Yeah.
I think he was another one that had a bit of a ropey start. If I remember rightly, I remember watching a couple of games where he made a couple of quite naive mistakes, but again, like with Donnarumma, he seems to have learned from them quite quickly and put them behind him. Where a lot of people that early in their Prem career would let it kind of take over, and you'd kind of see them go inwards a bit. But it's he's took it the right way, and it's helped them a lot.
Yeah.
Jay, give us a right back.
A right back. I'm gonna say Nunes for City.
Say it's Nunes.
Yeah. I think he's been solid this season for Man City. I know he's not natural to play there. He's a midfielder, isn't he? But I think it's been a theme this season. Midfielders playing right back. But I do think he's played well, and his numbers are decent too.
He's looked okay, like whenever
Yeah,
I've
he
watched them. Yeah. Steve, what do you reckon?
I'm going for Timber at right back. He's been solid, obviously, when he was in the team, and then I think Arsenal they look more vulnerable without him due to the injury. See, Ben White's not being able to fill those shoes, and he's probably looking at 2 seasons ago sort of thing. You'd be like, well, Ben White's probably the better player on paper sort of thing, and then he's just coming and made that position is. So for me, it's Timber.
Kyle?
I had 2 down. The intent was to pick one, but I couldn't. I couldn't decide between Coyote and James Justin. I think James Justin, if I had to pick one, I'd go James Justin. I think just for the versatility, I think he's been massive in Leeds, being as effective as they have been. I know that obviously they were still kind of hovering in and around a potential drop, which I think was confirmed can't happen now after West Ham's loss yesterday.
Yeah, it is confirmed.
But James Justin's been fantastic. He absolutely tore us apart that first half at the Hill Dickinson as well. We couldn't get to grips with him. Coyote as well. Coyote deserves a good shout. He's been solid.
Yeah. I also agree with Steve. It's Timber for me. Like, personally. I just feel like he settles everything down for Arsenal. And he's got that little bit of snidiness to him, that little bit of arrogance about him. Whereas, like, I feel like they're missing it a little bit, although they are top of the
Goals as
league.
well.
Yeah, I was going to say he gets goals.
He's a
too, to be
threat.
fair.
He's a threat, isn't he? But also, it's like
He's about
just so
5'9" and
tenacious
he's scored
as
about
well.
3 goals off corners this season. Like he's got a good leap on him, and he just manages to put himself in the right position to be effective. Which going forward is, I mean, when you're a team like Arsenal who are supposedly reliant on nothing but set pieces, it's good that it's not just the 2 main centre backs that are getting involved in the goals.
Yeah.
Right. Well, I think Timber makes it anyway, fellas.
Yeah. I can't.
I'm not going to argue that. I've got better arguments to make, so I'll concede there.
Left centre back then, Jay. What have you gone for, or just centre back in general?
I'm Gabriel. I don't think you can argue. I think he's been the main centre back for Arsenal. I think we've said this before. He's been the leader for them, the captain, so to say. Do you get what I mean? I think he's had a very, very good season as well. Scored some important goals for them, to be fair. So yeah, Gabriel for me as the first.
Steve, what you reckon?
I've also got Gabriel as one of my centre backs. As Jay saying, like, the impact he has on that Arsenal defence is unbelievable. So,
on a bit of a mad one, he's got more assists than goals this season. You know,
that's mad.
Yeah,
that's mad.
He's got 4 assists and 3 goals, which is a bit mad, isn't it, for a centre back especially? Kyle, what about yourself?
Yeah, I think this is going to be our first clean sweep, Gabriel. I don't need to add anything to what them 2 have said.
Yeah, I agree. I've got Gabriel on my team. What about his partner? What have we got, Kyle?
I've got Senesi for Bournemouth. I think he's been quality. Few goals, couple of assists. His actual numbers and the way he can actually play out from the back as well is, I think, is really, really good. And obviously helps Bournemouth be sat in where they are in 6th, is it? 5th? Yeah, 6th, I think. And yeah, I think he's out of contract in the summer, isn't he? He's got tipped to go to a lot of different places and a lot higher up than Bournemouth.
Yeah.
Yeah. So throw him in.
So I was going to pick Kyle's one, but I've gone biased to my favourite player. I think we know who it is, Dan Bollard. I think he's been amazing for Sunderland. Had a great season. But he scored, didn't he, a few weeks ago as well? I think he's chipped in with a few goals. But I think for a centre-back, he does everything right for me. Do you get what I mean? Don't get me wrong, he makes mistakes. He's playing, for Sunderland, an up-and-coming team. But he's solid, man. I do rate him. I think if he makes the next step to a bigger club, no disrespect, Sunderland, I think he will. He'll crack on. And he's a good player. So, Dan Bollard for me. But I do agree with Kyle,
This is going to be interesting, this. So, what about you, Steve? What have you gone for?
I've gone for Mark Wamey. Yeah, I think I'd start with Palace. There's a reason why Pep Guardiola wants to sign him. There's a reason why Liverpool fans are crying that he didn't go to them. And then I feel like he's just settled into that City back line quite well. And maybe helped O'Reilly develop a bit more and be a bit more confident to push on and attack more. So that's what the partnership that we could get from them in a team of the season, I think, would be unbelievable.
Yeah.
No, it's a fair comment. I've gone for Van Heckenby of Brighton. I honestly, every time I see him, I just think he's just bossing. He's so good. Again, started pretty much nearly every game for Brighton this season. Played over 3,000 minutes, scored 3 goals, assisted 3 goals. I just think him and Dunk have just been so integral to Brighton, especially where they sit currently. It starts with them. It starts with the free, even the goalkeeper as well. That free is just so important to Brighton. But we've all got different centre-backs, so we need to sort that.
Well, I said I had bigger fights to fight on the Timber and Lamens front. I am ready to fight on Senesi. Funnily enough, I mentioned Van Hecke. He probably would have been my second choice. Gay probably would have been my third choice. I the reason I didn't lean towards Gay was just a couple of, and again, probably recency bias this, but a couple of errors that have just creeped in recently, which is maybe unfair to, take away from his whole season. Yeah, I just thought that my edge went to Senesi just because of how disrupted that Bournemouth backline was in the summer. And he's made it look like no one should have mentioned anything, no one should have panicked at all. It's like they didn't lose 3 defenders and a goalkeeper. It's been pretty smooth for them.
Seamless, you would say. Right, how to solve this? Well, I don't mind conceding Van Hecker, to be honest, because my team so far is 4 out of 5. So I'm more than happy to concede Van Hecker. I think we've probably got a decision between Senesi and Gay.
Yeah, no, I agree. Well, my second choice after Ballard was Gay. I'm just going to say, obviously Kyle's was the other one, so it's going to be a tough one, this, but I agree with Steve's points with Gay. He's came into that to be wanted by Pep after Liverpool and then to come into that City team and calm it down. I agree with Kyle. He's made some mistakes recently, but I don't think they should sum up his season. Do you get what I mean? He's been a very good defender for City in this campaign, especially the second half of the season. But who takes that second spot?
I am probably going to say Gay. Just.
I mean,
I'll take
That
that.
is fair enough.
Didn't you have to fight the arguments there? Just everyone knows, apart from Kyle.
No, I think Kyle's shout's good though, because Andy mentioned that he's played the most minutes in the Premier League, and look where Brighton are. They're still, do you know what I mean? They're still going for Europe. He played very well, so I don't want to take anything away from the centre backs that we've picked. Like if they don't get into the team, nothing against them. Been amazing. Do you know what I mean? So
yeah, there was some solid shouts there. So obviously Van Hecker, Senesi, Gay, and Dan Ballard. Yeah, we've gone for Gay, I think.
Yeah.
Well, Senesi is a fan of the show, so he'll be very disappointed with all 3 years.
Well, so far we've gone for Donnarumma in goal, Nico O'Reilly, Gabriel, Gay, and Timber.
Yeah.
Can I just say, quickly, we've rounded up the back 4 and goalkeeper. I already can't wait to hear Nathan moan that we haven't picked 5 Arsenal players out of 5.
No, because we'd all be asleep right now if we were putting Arsenal loads of Arsenal players in.
We would.
Everyone else knows that but Nath. So yeah, Nath, if you're watching,
shout out Nath.
Right, centre midfield. So should we do 2 centre mids and 1 attacking midfielder, or what's everyone's thought process for the midfield option?
I've got a CDM and then 2 centre midfielders personally, but obviously it can change. It's
I've got a guy who can do the attacking role. He's probably not done it as much this season, but he's very capable of it. So,
all right. Well, I'll start us. I'll start the bidding off. I've gone for James Garner as one of my centre mids.
I'm going to jump in because I've also got James Garner in mind. So
I'd like to hope that this is our second clean sweep. I'm pretty sure he's got the second most assists for a central midfielder in the league behind Bruno. Maybe tied second, but still. Definitely most assists for an English centre midfielder. He's slotted in at right back and done phenomenally. He's slotted in at left back and done phenomenally. Yeah. Don't need to say anything else, do I? James Garner.
Well, I wasn't going to say Garner. So, what position is this, by the way? Is this the front midfield 3? There's a line for Garner. Okay. So, I'm going to say Declan Rice for my first. That's my first one. I didn't have Garner. Sorry. But he wasn't in my squad. But then again, you see him more. You get what I mean? Obviously, you go to the game, you see him more, you know, obviously, what he's been playing.
You've seen him yourself with your own eyes this season, lad. You've seen how good he is.
I know, to be fair. But
Thomas Tuchel said that he was mini Valverde, so that's all I need.
Well, fair enough. But I'm happy to concede that, obviously, it's the first one there.
Can I just ask, has anyone else got Rice? Because we could be...
No, I've moved away from Declan Rice for my other centre mid.
Okay, so I've got him as my other centre mid.
I feel like Declan Rice not getting into the squad is going to be criminal if he doesn't personally.
I've got him as my other centre midfielder.
I've got him. Like, I think it's just me and Kyle who've got him.
See, my
Yeah, I haven't.
so I've got a centre mid, an attacking mid, and a centre mid. In my team, for example, I've got James Garner. I've gone Cherky at attack. Yeah, Ryan Cherky attacking mid, and Bruno Fernandes in the other centre mid slot.
I've got 2 out of that 3. I've got
Have we-
Garner, Rice, and Bruno Fernandes.
Can we all agree that have we all got Bruno?
I think, yeah.
Yeah,
I think
we've all got
Bruno's
Bruno,
a shoe-in,
surely.
isn't he?
Yeah,
So
I've
it's
got
that one
yeah.
slot then?
That
one's
one
my-
slot is between Rice, Cherky, and Steve's final midfielder.
Okay.
which is Granit Xhaka.
Oh,
think
oh,
You've slept on them, boys. I mean,
Oh, yeah.
Sunderland's are where they are because of him. But I think
yeah, that's a fair
that
one.
leadership in midfield.
I did have a look at him, and you know the only, and this is probably an unfair way to have left him out. His assists caught my eye with, I think it was 6, but then I was looking for what he'd done goal wise because he normally does chip
Against
in with
us?
a similar amount. I'm pretty sure that's his only goal is against us.
Yeah, it
I
was.
think that was why he just missed out for me. But
That's why he doesn't get picked for me.
see all the points about him: his leadership, his defensive side of the game, his assists, which I assume mainly come from crosses because he can't half put a ball in the box.
Yeah.
I just think if he'd have had 5 goals, I don't think I could have overlooked them. But just the one being a heavily deflected goal against us, I think just made him slip out of my thoughts.
So you guys have got Declan Rice, yeah?
I mean, I'm
Kyle,
happy to
yeah.
concede to Declan Rice. Like, I mean, that's
Yeah, I think Declan Rice probably needs to be in this team, doesn't he? That would leave our
probably.
midfield. That would be our midfield 3 of James Garner, Declan Rice, and Bruno Fernandes.
Yeah, I think what I like
Yeah.
about that is that all 3 of them can do both sides of the midfield work.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we've
they
got it.
complement each other well, don't they?
Yeah,
if it was
they
like a
all
real-
look to put they'll all put the yards in as well. I mean, the running that Bruno Fernandes has done this season, the running he does every season. He doesn't. Don't get me wrong. I know he's a very Marmite player, but he doesn't give up on a ball, does he? He will.
Yeah.
He'll work hard.
Yeah, no, I don't
Oh, he
disagree.
does.
I'm very happy with that midfield. I'll
Yeah, no,
concede
so am I.
Cherky because he could be shoehorned into a different role. But yeah, Garner, Rice, and Bruno, you can't really complain at that, can we?
No,
Let's be honest.
You can't like.
There is a case for the likes of Elliot Anderson potentially to be in the place of James Garner, for example. But no, I think not even just from an Everton perspective, just from a genuine football perspective, as Kyle said, he can play anywhere across. I think he could probably play centre back as well if we needed him to. Hopefully we
Yeah.
don't, by the way. But anywhere he's
Got
played for
Anderson
Everton
and
this
Morton.
season, he's been
Players like
quality.
that. Their downfall's probably being in Europe and
Yeah,
squad rotation and stuff like that. So they've not featured as heavily as the likes of Garner or Bruno Fernandes, where there's not needed to be rotation. And again, you know, you can say it's a bit our to leave them out on the basis that their team's in Europe and doing all right.
Mhm.
But
Yeah.
again, if you're not playing the same amount of minutes, if someone's having the same impact and playing more minutes, then I think they're going to take the nod.
right. Jay, give us your striker.
Oh, it's not Haaland.
How can it not be Erling Haaland?
What?
Igor Thiago.
It's Erling Braut Haaland.
I don't know. I know some of you aren't like happy with him, but I think he's been amazing this season. He's done really
I'm just
good.
not convinced. I'm not
Only-
happy with him. I'm just not fully convinced yet.
I get that, but for a team that was
Only,
to be relegated, and then he's back as a Brazilian, he's bagged the most goals in the Premier League, like of all time, by the way.
Yeah, but I
I
think
can't- I
he's
just don't-
bagged the same amount of penalties that the last record for the Brazilian was.
But I still,
Yeah, he
like,
scored 8 pens.
still, I don't care. I know you're all going to say Haaland, so that's why I'm going different for Igor
No,
Thiago.
it's fair enough. If he does the
I'm
same
happy.
next season, then I'll have no issues. I'll have no doubts about him. My worry is just that it's
Do you think he'll
it's
be
one of
there
them
next
mad
season?
seasons that a striker has. I think he will. Yeah, I think a lot of other people will look at it and go, one season. He spent the back end of last season injured, and when he did play, he looked awful.
Yeah.
Like I say, I'm still not convinced on his actual technical ability.
Yeah.
He's
I just said him
just a
because
really
I want
good
to give him
finisher.
his flowers.
Yeah.
That's why. He deserves it.
What's making me laugh the most about it is that only Everton fans would have a go about how many goals he scored, man. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, only we would be like, yeah, 22 goals. Yeah, you know what I mean? Giving it the old Everton dad on Lukaku.
He is as hard to watch as Beto, though. Like you look at him sometimes and you go, like, what is going on? Like, his feet and his head don't move together. Like, he looks disjointed, but he's scoring the goals, so you can't knock him.
It's Haaland, though, isn't it?
I mean,
It is Haaland. That's the correct answer.
That's why I said
It's
he got
Haaland.
Thiago.
Sorry, Jayla. I know that you were going to put FTK in, but come on.
Well, Jay, I was expecting a better show from you at least, like.
Oh.
No, Isak, no.
Which?
No, Isak, no.
No, you know about Isak. He only scored 4 goals this season.
Has he, yeah? Is that all?
Yeah, 4. Yeah.
Hey, 30 mil goals, not bad, though.
It's free in the Premier League.
Oh, is it 3? Yeah.
40 mil a goal, even less
bad. Must be 4 goal comps then.
All right, then. Steve, give us your left winger, then.
I've gone for maybe like recency bias, but Doku. I think.
Yeah, he was in my thoughts.
He's one player that when I watch him, you go like, oh, he's gonna do one thing, and that's that little wiggle that he does and cut inside or like go back down the line, and you think, surely someone can stop him, and then he does it, and you're like, no one can stop him. It's like a cheat code that he's got, and then. Obviously in this running, the goals that he scored, and obviously the 2 against us, and then the one on the weekend, it's just he's hitting form at the right time. Also, try and keep that push. So we just helped Arsenal massively with that draw.
Yeah. No, fair enough. I'm in a bit of a predicament here. So I said I've got Semenyo down for me, 19 goal contributions this season. Don't get me wrong, he done a lot of that heavy lifting at Bournemouth. Before January. But I feel like I need to get Ryan Cherky into this team. So he's got 15 goal contributions this season, Cherky, and he started 19. Like, he's played 30, but he started 19, and he's like contributed 15 times in that 19, really. So I'm torn whether to go Semenyo or Cherky. I'm probably going to go Cherky.
Fair enough. I mean, it is genuinely a toss-up between them two. Like, I had the same, and I'm with you, Andy. I had Cherky on the left and Semenyo, and I was edging towards Cherky just because of his late form, personally, and his big, big game contributions. Whereas Semenyo, don't get me wrong, Semenyo's done amazing, but he has dropped off a bit the past.
I just think with Semenyo, he's done a lot of his heavy lifting in terms of goals at Bournemouth.
Yeah. You don't know.
So that's just my worry. But have you gone for Kyle?
I've gone for Semenyo. I think they're all complementing each other because, like you're saying, I think Semenyo scored 5 in his first 8 or 9 City appearances, and I think he's only got 1 maybe or 2 in the 9 or 10 since. But again, they're all City players. They all look a threat every time they've got the ball, even if it doesn't work out for them. But they all seem to take it in turns. I think that's what's worrying. They haven't all 3 fired on all cylinders at the same time. Mm-hmm. It's either been Cherky's performed, or Doku's performed, or Semenyo's performed. And I think if, obviously, this season's only got 3 games left for City. If next season you can get all 3 of them firing and be in and around Haaland at the same time, then they could go back to City a couple of years ago where the teams just get blown away, 4 or 5 goals a game. I think I'm going to Semenyo, just edging it, just for the move, the big move, the big money, and how quickly he settled. But you could say that about Cherky as well, to be fair. But yeah, I can't argue with all 3 of them, to be honest. They're all worthy of a shout.
So what have we got on the table? Cherky, Semenyo,
and Doku.
Okay.
Who's everyone else's winger? Because I've got Semenyo as my other winger, so my wingers were Semenyo and Doku. Who's
Mine
everyone's else, and then we can
is
get a combined.
Semenyo
Jared
or
Bowen on the
Cherky,
right.
and Jared Bowen on the right, yeah.
Yeah, mine's Bowen. Yeah.
That feels like Jared
Well-
Bowen's playing right wing then.
I was going to say though, Bowen's going down, boys. We can't have someone in the team season's going down.
I agree.
80
Yeah,
goal
that's a good shout.
contributions for a poor West Ham
Yeah.
side, though, who spent 33 or 34 game weeks in the drop zone.
Something like that.
He just, yeah. If it weren't for him, I think they'd be with Wolves. I
Yeah,
think
no,
they'd
I'm
be
with you,
long
Kyle.
gone.
Yeah.
He just
Yeah.
keeps them up. Kind of similar to, I mean, Richarlison or us, obviously we give him that credit. I think he was a lot more of a vocal player and a lot more passion came out on the pitch. Whereas I think Bowen's very much just there, I'm going to get my head down, I'm going to do what I do and try and do it that way. So I think that's why it goes under the radar a little bit, because he's not as outspoken on the pitch. He just plays footy and gets his goals.
Yeah,
Well,
I agree with that.
are we all, I know probably Steve isn't like, but are we all in agreement that Jared Bowen is the right winger in this team?
I am in agreement with that.
I've got him as mine. Like,
Right. All right. Fair enough. What about this left wing situation
Left
then?
wing, then. So it's between.
I'm happy to concede to anyone really, because they're all great options. Jeremy Doku did come up in my thoughts, but I was thinking the last 6 weeks to 8 weeks has been brilliant. But what about the rest of the season?
Yeah, that's my issue with
I think
Doku.
they've all got those little questions, haven't they? Semenyo was great until probably March, end of February.
Yeah.
Cherky had a little bit of a dry patch at the beginning. He kicked off in the middle. He had a little bit of a spell off again, and then he picked back up again. Semenyo, obviously, I've just mentioned Semenyo. Doku again. He was quite quiet early on. He's picked it up now. So it's the same stick with all of them that we're beating, aren't we?
Yeah,
Tough one, like.
it is really tough. It is. It's hard. This one's hard. I'm happy to go with Semenyo.
I'm not. I'm not happy for Shaky, because I feel like Shaky can make something happen like that. I'm not saying Semenyo can't, but what I mean is, like, he could be having a
He's
bad
got
game.
that bit about him, hasn't he?
Yeah, and then bang, he just comes alive, and it's. Do you know what I mean? He took the game to the opposition. I mean, he done it against Arsenal. Do you know what I mean? He's just.
Yeah.
He's a horrible player to play against. But I can see the argument for Semenyo. So it is. But I would rather go Shaky, personally.
What about you, Steve?
Well, I've got Semenyo in my team, so I'd go for him, obviously. But I mean, Jay's making some good points about Zerky, and yeah, you probably have to try and shove him in somewhere, don't you?
I do.
In the
I
impact.
think whichever one you leave out, someone's going to look at it and go, "Well, for example, how's Cherky not in there? How's Semenyo not in there? How's Doku not in there?" I'd maybe say that out of the three of them, I'd have Doku as my last choice.
Yeah, same.
Purely just for the length of time that he was a bit anonymous.
Yeah.
Obviously, he's more than making up for that now in the running when it matters. And then I think the other two is a bit of a toss of a coin. I don't think either of them should miss out. But that's unfortunately not how football works. So
That's true. Bear with me though. Keep chatting. I'm gonna go and get a coin.
I'm gonna go get a coin.
The old coin
got one
flip.
right here if you want.
Yeah. While Andy's going to get that,
We could have just done Semenyo. Semenyo and Zerky instead of Bowen. Like
Tails. Someone
Right.
call it. Jay,
Right,
call it
okay.
in the air. What if you get it right? Then
Okay,
Cherky.
so
Go ahead.
Tails is Semenyo.
Yeah, tails is Semenyo, heads is Shaky.
Yeah. All
Right.
right. You ready? Go on. Go. What are you saying?
Tails. Look.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
It is Tails. It is
Semenyo.
Tails.
I can't
Semenyo then,
concede.
yeah?
Go ahead. That's fine.
I think that's the fairest way to do it. It
No,
was
it was.
genuinely
was.
Toss up a coin.
All right, fair
Like-
enough then.
That's it. Yeah.
So we've gone. All right, you want me to read through the team?
Yeah. Go ahead.
So in goal, we've got Donnarumma of Manchester City.
Mhm.
Nico O'Reilly, Manchester City.
Yeah.
Gabriel, Arsenal. Mark
Yeah.
Gay, Manchester City. Timber, Arsenal. That's the back five. And then we've got Bruno Fernandes of Manchester United. Declan Rice of Arsenal. James Garner of Everton. So that's the three in midfield. And then we've got the three attackers. Semenyo of Man City. Haaland of Man City. And Jared Bowen of West Ham United.
Yeah.
Are we happy with that?
Yeah. It sounds like a good little team, to be fair.
Very happy.
Take it.
Yeah.
What about
He's not wrong.
who's the captain?
Gabriel.
Bruno Fernandes.
Yeah. Yeah. Actually.
The little
true.
rat has to be. He'll win about 50 more free kicks for us if he
Yeah.
was.
Donnarumma.
Ooh. Ooh.
Nah, you can't be putting.
In a
I've got
few
no
years,
clues as
mate.
captains. I hate doing that.
If Bruno's in that
He's-
squad, he's got to be
Sees the whole pitch. It's the only position on the pitch where you see everything.
Right.
And
Okay.
he's been there. He's captained Italy. He's, you know,
captain
He won the
Italy in
Euro.
what though? Can I just ask
Yeah.
what?
I'm pretty sure he was the captain for the Euros, wasn't he?
That
No, I
like
think it was
when was
Bonucci.
like other than that Euros, Italy have been nowhere. So I'm not having
Um,
that as a valid.
Yeah, but that's because they play 35-year-olds all over the pitch, lad.
All right then. So we'll agree to disagree on the captain. I think we should go Declan Rice as captain. Bruno
Ooh.
Fernandes has been mentioned. Donnarumma has been mentioned. Any of them are going to be good captains.
Yeah. they are.
Right.
take a game.
I just want one word answers from you here. No
Right.
explanations. Just the first word that comes, or the first player that comes to your head, or manager. Okay.
Right.
So we'll do this to end. So who is your young player of the year, Steve?
O'Reilly.
Jay.
Koopy.
Nice. Kyle.
Stole my answer, Creepy.
I'm going O'Reilly as well.
Fair enough.
Who's your player of the year? Steve.
Ooh. Probably Fernandes.
Yeah, Bruno.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, kills me to say it, but it is Bruno.
yeah. What about you, Kyle? Sorry if you already said it.
Bruno, yeah.
Bruno. And then, last but not least, who's the manager of the season?
Arne Slot, listen. Oh,
Fabian.
I've got a
Excellent.
rogue one. I've got a rogue one for you.
Go ahead.
Daniel Farker.
Shout.
I'm going Fabian Hertzler.
Fabian
Oh,
Hertzler,
yeah,
that's
nice.
another great shout.
What about you, Steve?
I'm going Iraola for Bournemouth.
Yeah.
As we were saying before,
Okay.
like defensive issues, and then back up there.
Fair enough. Who's going to be the manager of this team that we've just created? Who suits it best?
David Moyes. Nice
David
and young,
Moyes.
just how he likes it.
With 5 City players, I think it's got to be Pep Guardiola.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not having any one of them Pepley. My manager here.
No, I reckon we give a Scott Parker, let's see what he can do with it.
Scott Parker, though.
Scott Parker.
No one fancy Rob Edwards?
Nuno. No, I think it's wise to either give it to Pep or like an Iraola type of
Yeah.
situation.
You didn't ask me who my manager of the year is for me.
You said Arne Slot?
I know I was taking the piss. Fucking Arne Slot. Keith
Yeah.
Andrews for me.
Yeah,
Andrews,
worth
yeah.
a shout as well.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I think
fair
he's done
enough.
well.
Fair enough. Well, that feels like a good place to end it then, doesn't it? On Keith Andrews, at least.
Yeah.
What do we reckon? That's us, isn't it? That's a good team of the year, that.
No, it is. It is. Is the art before we finish? One player each. Is there any honourable mentions who just didn't get a sniff?
Szoboszlai.
So Bosley, fair enough.
Even though I don't like him as much, Bernardo Silva.
Oh, he was. Yeah, yeah. That's shout. What about you, Kyle?
Again, this is going to be more personal to the fact that I'm an Everton fan, but and as much as he's frustrated me in recent weeks, I don't think Keenan Dewsbury Hall can go without a shout out. He's
That's a good
transformed us.
I
He's
think
made
you
us.
bring up
He's
that
made
point.
our bridge between attack and midfield look better than it's looked since probably we had Ross Barkley or
Yeah.
potentially James Rodriguez. Sorry, but even that was like what 5 years ago.
No, yeah.
He just needs to learn how to shoot when he gets 1-on-1 with the keeper. So if you're watching, just have a shot, please.
I think my honourable mention, again, I hate to say it, be Casemiro. I think he's been fucking excellent this season, like half season.
Casemiro's been good, man. He's
He
been a
really
bit of a
has.
revelation, hasn't he?
Yeah.
His right
So-
back at Carragher was class as well.
Literally, Carragher doesn't help himself, does he?
He come out and quoted the "leave the football before the football leaves you," and he was like, "I've had one of my best seasons."
Exactly. But yeah, for me, Casemiro, honourable mention. Like,
Well, that's probably a better place to end it than Keith Andrews anyway. Casemiro.
it is. Okay,
That feels fair. Yeah, I'm happy to leave it there.
yeah, same.
Yeah, take it easy, everyone. Thanks
Yeah.
very much for listening. If you got this far anyway.
Yeah, thank you.
Don't forget to leave a comment and a like and whatever else.